Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today we're going to jump back into the Clan War League with Tribe Gaming and take a look at some of the common internet bases that you guys might have seen, and now you guys can 3-star. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the first one here with Elliott, and I want to bring kind of the common bases that I've seen, not necessarily on YouTube, but in some other wars that I've been in, so I think recapping these hits will be good for you guys. So you guys, if you ever see these bases, you should be able to have a chance at 3-starring them. So first, what is Elliott coming in with? He's doing a little bit of a queen charge into miners, and this could be a little bit risky because here in the Clan War League, you only get one attack, right? So if you mess up an entry, you mess something up, it could go wrong, and you might not get that 2-star at least. But what is Elliott going to do? Well, he's going to use a jump to get this queen in, but this is a little bit risky. Look at this. He has the single target Inferno over near 10 o'clock here. Drops some archers around the corners, a minion as well to pick off some of the buildings. Drops that first freeze, and he's going to send his Royal Champion directly into the single target Inferno. Queen's going to be able to help take out the enemy queen. He's going to pop that Royal Champion ability nice and early, because if he waits a little longer, that single target Inferno will take his Royal Champion down. But now let's see what is he doing here. So he's got the queen clearing this whole section over here, and now that's the beautiful thing, right? So he's going to use the siege barracks over in this area so that he can keep these miners straight going for this town hall right here, right? So you see the king siege barracks coming down here. They're going to clear this section so that the miners have nowhere to go but into the core right through here for that town hall. Drops the one heal, and he does find a Tesla farm over at 3 o'clock, but that's not going to matter too much. The king is going to make his way over there. The P.E.K.K.A.'s coming there as well. Look at this. The queen's not going through the wall, and this is looking crushed. Has the Grand War Internal Tome to drop as well. The queen's going to step through this wall, grab that scatter shot. She's going to continue up through the base for that scatter shot. Really nice job identifying that he could get a ton of value with the queen charge, and then miners right through the base like that. Hogs are coming around, and then he's going to be able to pop the Grand War Internal Tome. So that was a nice use of his Royal Champion to take out that single target Inferno, because if he didn't, then what might have happened is that single would have locked onto that queen, taking her down super quickly. But Elliott comes in, gets that 3-star, swags both of those hero abilities right there, making it look easy. So hopefully, if you guys see a base like that, you can now take it down. Let's go ahead and jump into the next. All right, next up is this common base that you guys have definitely seen. I know for sure you have seen it, and so I definitely want to cover this one. And so what is EveCheck going to do? Well, he's going to send this blimp in, which has been working really well with the Yetis, right? He's going to have the Yeti into this blimp, drops the rage. He's going to be able to take out that town hall, that single target Inferno, but the big thing is that town hall. He wanted to make sure that he took that one down, and he pulls out the clan castle. So if you can pull out the clan castle in that push to take the town hall down, that's a ton of value. So now what he's going to do, he's going to start the queen. He's going to try to get this queen to loop and take advantage of this alleyway right down here, where the queen can then reach over the wall and grab all these expos if she continues down this path. So this is where the king is going to come in handy. He's going to set the funnel over here, drop some balloons to try to clear some trash here. He's going to be able to grab this if the balloon, yes, the balloon takes it down right there. And now the queen and drops the poison, misses a little bit of the the pups that got popped from the lava hound right there. So it's not too big of a deal. So the queen's on a rage. She's going to make her way right into this compartment here, and here comes the Royal Champion to go right for this multi-target Inferno, because that multi will roast the healer. So that he's going to send the Royal Champ. It's going to continue on the top side here, and then this bottom side is going to be responsible for all the miners and the Grand Warden down here. So there's the rage. Queen can reach over the wall for those expos, and I just felt like this would be a good attack to recap, because this is a base that you guys might have seen multiple times, and I know I've seen an attack, but I didn't see this specific attack strategy on it. So now you definitely know what would be a good attack to take this one down. Multi on the back end. Royal Champ's going to come through, going to jump over the wall right there. Miners are going to move, and it's a really safe attack as well, as long as obviously that blimp does take that town hall down. And then the queen charges in, still has that Grand War Internal Tome, one more heal in the bag, and that Royal Champion is doing work right there. Going to help take down that scatter shot. Drops the final heal here down on the bottom side at 6 o'clock. And you do have to be worried about time, though. That's one of the things. Is I think he came really close, and you might want to save one miner for like a builder, something in the core that the queen can't reach, and the Royal Champion will end up just passing up. because it could be a time issue, right? So you have to make sure once you set the funnels, get those miners down nice and early so that you don't run into a time issue at the end. And he did end up losing the queen because the healers ended up transferring off. But EveCheck gets the triple right here on this very common base, so very nice hit. All right, let's take a look at the next attack coming in from Groovy Tony. And this one I wanted to highlight because of a really unique way of using a wall wrecker, right? So he's going to do a queen charge, and this is going to be a little bit risky, right? So in a Clan War League, I'm not necessarily recommending to do this attack. So if you see the space, think about this, right? Let's take a quick look and really focus on the wall wrecker and what does that do, right? So he's going to come in with the queen and the healers. That's going to be down here, and he's going to end up looping down and around this base. Okay. All right, so he's going to loop down and around. But this multi-target Inferno is going to roast your healers if you just keep walking down here, right? So what is he going to do? Well, in order to address this multi-target Inferno and not let that hit his healers, he's going to use the wall wrecker right in this area right down here. So he's going to use the king to clear the enemy king as well. And there is the wall wrecker. It's going to open up this wall right here, and then it's going to end up opening up this wall. But watch what happens. Let's zoom in all the way to this wall wrecker. This is the important part. Look at this. It's going to open this wall. It's going to go through. Let's see. We're going to have a rage spell come down. It's still moving. It's going. It's going. I'm going to go ahead and slow this down here, right? So out comes, I don't even know if he had a rage there. Look at this. Wall breakers are coming out of that. There's a handful of wall breakers. Oh my goodness. Wall breaker upon wall breaker upon wall breaker. Look at that. And then it opens up that wall. No rage. And then out comes one ice comb and one balloon. Look at that. A handful of wall breakers, which now is going to let the queen step up into this compartment rather than using a jump spell, and she can now reach that town hall. What a beautiful attack. What a beautiful plan to use wall breakers in a wall wrecker to open up that wall. And if you see a base, or maybe you can apply that concept to something, but that is a very difficult strategy to pull off, and it has to be a unique base to know where exactly the wall breakers are going to go. He knew that once this kind of section was cleared, that this wall segment was going to be the next target for the wall breakers. But now he's going to be patient. He's going to wait to make sure that this queen takes down all of this stuff down here, and then he's like, okay, I know my queen's not going to die. She does have her ability, so she'll be able to survive through this. He does have one more freeze. He does have the rage down for the healers. He's even going to take down this scatter shot, so perfect timing that he even protects the hogs by taking that scatter down. And now the hogs are coming up and around the base, and he's moving counterclockwise. That queen's going to help take care of the town hall. The royal champion's coming in, uses her shield, still has the Grand War Internal Tome, drops the heal, moving into that final multi-target Inferno right there. There is the Grand War Internal Tome, easily gets through that. And now the queen is pretty much, she'll step up in here. She might end up start tanking. Yep, starts tanking that scatter shot right there. So the hogs can come through and drops that final heal spell and has one freeze to pretty much swag and drops it onto the scatter. So Groovy Tony using wall breakers in a wall wrecker. Really unique plan, really nice plan nonetheless. I've only seen wall breakers in a wall wrecker once ever before, and that was in a qualifier in Poland last year. All right, Nick is the next one up here, and he's coming on this one that I've made, I think, 2 different videos on when I've hit in Legends League. But the thing is, my attacks required my queen to charge and jump over here, and it was having the hogs come around the base and be a very risky attack for a Clan War League style hit, right? You would end on that town hall. It's not, maybe in a regular war you can do it, but this I want to bring you is a safer attack to do when you only have one attack on it. So what does he do? He sends the blimp, drops the rage, finds a tornado trap in here. Is he still able to take this town hall down? He takes down the archer tower, the Yeti mites jump, and the town hall still goes down, even with Teslas in this area. So what is he going to do now? He's going to have the queen drop down here towards 8 o'clock, and then he's going to charge the queen, and he's going to wall break right into here, because he wants to get into this compartment where the queen is. He wants to be able to reach the scatter shot, and literally she can reach over the wall. She can pretty much grab all of this through this section down here like that. That's a ton of value, right? So he's got to make sure he wall breaks in. So the king is actually going to help funnel this section. Here's the one wall break. Once this goes down, I think they're gonna, yeah. So if you guys saw that, I want to also point this out. Is if this building was still up, the wall breakers would have went to that wall because it was closer. But since that went down, they're gonna go to the next wall that is closer to the next defense touching that wall. So instead of going there and that defense got taken down, then they're going here because that's taken down. I just want to point that out there. But so now the wall breakers are going in, so they're going to open that up. This king is actually going to be moving in this way, which is kind of useful. I think he might end up actually coming back around here. He goes for that, and yeah, he comes back around because that queen starts shooting him, so he's going to provide some tanking. So he's getting a little bit lucky on that tanking right there. The queen's going to be able to remove the enemy queen. She's going to be able to do a little bit more damage on the ice golems, so she doesn't get slowed down, because ice golems will slow the queen shooting if they're locked onto her. Well, not locked on, but hitting her. So now the queen is going to be in this section right here, and here comes the hogs right down this alley, and they're going to move their way to the right and counterclockwise up the base. He has 2 heals, he's got a freeze, and there is another Tesla in this area with a giant bomb skeleton trap pops up. And the queen takes out a scatter there. There is one more scatter that's on this section, but the hogs are able to get there. Pops this Grand War Internal Tome. I mean, it's definitely a safer attack to do with the blimp, right? You can definitely get the 2-star, but if you did it my way, on my video, it's an attack that is really strong. I think you have better pathing than the one I do, but it's more risky, right? That one can result in a 1-star if things go wrong. This one more than likely will pretty much be a 2-star as long as you get that town hall down with that blimp. And then he has these handful of hogs coming in. I mean, he didn't have the most hogs left, but he still had a good amount. Was that 4 hogs, whatnot, for cleanup? So Nick coming in, really nice hit right there at getting that base that I've definitely seen a handful of times now. And the last base we're going to be covering here today is going to be a base that EveCheck hit, and this is going to be another one that I've seen elsewhere in wars, so I wanted to bring you guys this one just in case if you see this when you guys are battling in your wars. So what does EveCheck decide to do? Well, he's coming in with the hybrid. He's going to drop the wall breakers. Thank goodness he didn't have a max small bombs right there, because he would not have been able to get that charge, so that was a little bit lucky. So now he's going to charge the queen straight into this single target inferno. Let's see what he's going to do. Drops the freeze. Very nice to make sure that he can take that single down, locking onto it. Now where does this queen go after this? She's going to be able to reach over the wall, grab the cannon, grab that archer tower. Going to now focus on the heroes. Drops that rage. Oh, needs one more shot on that cannon to take it down. And then the nice thing is the queen can loop right into the base towards the town hall. He's going to have to freeze that town hall. He does. Really nice use of the freeze. And a lot of you guys are wondering when to use hybrid, when to use hogs. Technically, hogs is the better play as long as you take down some heroes, right? And so in this case, he took out both the royal champ and the queen. He took out both. He's going to take out king for king. But he's still going to decide to go with the hybrid in this case. I personally would have probably gone with hogs because all the heroes are down, right? And then I could have went with a wall wrecker or something in this way. I just personally would have went with hogs because the heroes are down and they're faster, they're stronger, and they go from defense to defense. And so now he has all the miners moving in, right? The miners are going through here with the hogs. He's a little bit late on this Grand Warden here. And here goes the king getting stuck on this wall right there. And the miners and hogs are going to move their way right through the core right here. But the big thing is when you do hybrid, you do any miner attack, you want to get the funnel set, right? So you get the queen in here, and then you get the king and the siege barracks on the other side. So wherever they go in, this is the alleyway that you pretty much need to go in between. You need a funnel if you're doing miners. If you don't funnel this area, which is what he did, if you don't funnel it, all the miners are going to go up and around the base, and they're not going to go into the middle. So that's the whole key of making sure you get that funnel. Usually the siege barracks is what is used. But EveCheck still looking like he is crushing this one right here. So if you find this space, this attack strategy works really well. Maybe give the mass hogs a try as well, because there's no enemy heroes up, so hogs will just completely crush it, and they will go through the base even faster, and you don't have to worry about skeleton traps too. So anyways, EveCheck coming away with that triple. Really nice job right there. And that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. I just wanted to bring you guys some common bases that we ended up facing in the Clan War League with Tribe Gaming. I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did enjoy this video, you guys know what to do. Make sure you guys go and hit that like button and subscribe down below for the daily content. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. CarbonFin signing out. Peace.